From his vulnerability to those hard-hitting body shots, to going into the most difficult fight of his career against Ryan Garcia, Gervonta Davis has a glaring weakness that could bring him down. Let's find out more about the Achilles heel that could bring down Gervonta Davis. We saw this weakness on full display in the Davis vs. Cruz fight. While Davis looked strong and dominant in the early rounds, he was completely gassed and looked like he was struggling to keep up in the last few rounds. He did take a few shots to the body from Cruz, but it wasn't necessarily anything too significant. Then again, it was just enough to make a difference. That's because body shots can be incredibly weakening for fighters, especially when they start to add up over the course of a fight. When you take a punch to the body, it can leave you winded and make it harder to breathe, which can then impact your overall performance. And if you don't have the cardio to keep up with your opponent, chances are you're going to start feeling the effects of those body shots even more. So what does this mean for Davis? Well, if he wants to continue to be a top fighter and avoid being taken down by his opponents, he's going to need to work on his cardio and his ability to take body shots. This could mean spending more time in the gym, focusing on endurance training and developing a stronger core. It could also mean adjusting his fighting style to be more defensive and strategic.
Everything I dreamed of is actually coming true, proving that I'm better than the next person in the ring.
So the fighter could minimize the impact of his opponent's punches. In the upcoming fight between Davis and Ryan Garcia on April 22nd, 2023 in Las Vegas, there's one factor that could play a major role. It's Ryan's ability to attack the body early and effectively. The 24-year-old has shown time and time again that he's a dangerous fighter when it comes to body shots. In fact, in his last fight against Luke Campbell,
saying to Ryan Garcia, "You're young." Body shot, and he goes down, and now Campbell is down.
the former WBC interim lightweight champion was able to stop his opponent with a devastating body shot in the 7th round. This shows just how lethal Ryan's body shots can be, and it's something that Davis will need to be aware of going into this fight. The 28-year-old will need lots of training, but it's not just the fact that Ryan can land effective body shots, it's the timing of when he chooses to do so. Garcia is known for starting fights off aggressively, and the lightweight boxer's not afraid to go after his opponents early on. If he can land some significant body shots in the first few rounds, it could weaken Gervonta and make him more vulnerable to Ryan's other attacks later on in the fight. Of course, it's worth noting that Davis is no slouch when it comes to fighting either. He's a powerful fighter with an impressive record.
And in that round in which Santa Cruz had done so much good work, there's that left uppercut.
And he's not someone to be taken lightly. But if Ryan can continue to utilize his strengths and land those body shots early on, it could give him the upper hand he needs to come out on top. Well, now that we know that Davis's weakness is his cardio and Garcia's superpower is his aggressive attacks on the opponent's body, this combo could spell trouble for Davis as the fight progresses. So, what could this mean for the upcoming battle? Davis would need to bring his A game to win. It's no secret that the 28-year-old has shown signs of fatigue in the later rounds of fights, and if Ryan can land effective body shots early on, it could accelerate Davis's fatigue and make him more vulnerable to Ryan's onslaught. As the fight goes on, the super featherweight's cardio will continue to weaken, leaving him more exposed to Ryan's powerful punches to the body. Garcia, on the other hand, is known for his ability to maintain his power and energy throughout a fight. He's also not afraid to be aggressive and go after his opponents from the start, which could put even more pressure on Davis and wear him down even faster. In short, the longer this fight goes on, the worse it could get for Davis. Of course, we can't predict exactly what will happen in the ring, and anything can happen in a fight. But one thing is clear. If Ryan is able to continue targeting Davis's body effectively and maintain his energy and power throughout the fight, it could be a very challenging night for Davis. So, are the two fighters ready to challenge each other? Well, both boxers are still talking smack to each other. Despite being considered the underdog in the betting odds, Garcia isn't backing down. In fact, he's brimming with confidence and recently shared his feelings with premier boxing champions. The American boxer said that he's been dreaming about defeating Davis for quite some time. He's ready to take on Tank and plans to give it his all.
I just feel prepared, ready to go. I feel like I've done everything I could do,
knowing that his opponent will be doing the same. In fact, Ryan is determined to not only beat Davis, but to completely demolish him in the ring. Now, that's some serious fighting talk. I'm going to take him out. Nap time for Gervonta. I'm just going to be focused in the ring, the fighter said. First round, second round, any of the rounds, he can go to sleep. He's going to have to be careful, Garcia added. On the other hand, Davis has made it crystal clear that he's not planning on letting his upcoming fight go the distance. With an impressive record of 26 knockouts out of 28 professional fights, Davis is determined to make quick work of his opponent. In fact, he's even predicted that he'll secure a victory within the 7 to 8 round mark. That's some confidence. Well, I know Davis isn't one to shy away from a challenge. Being a powerhouse in the boxing world, it seems that he's ready to put his money where his mouth is, by showing the world just how dominant he can be in the ring. Well, this upcoming match is surely not to be missed. So, what does the future hold for the duo? Both have unique talents and abilities that could make them win. When it comes to hand speed, both Ryan and Gervonta are at the top of their game, but Garcia's lightning fast hands set him apart from the competition, making him one of the quickest boxers in the sport. But that's not all. Standing at 5'11", Garcia is also much bigger and stronger than his upcoming opponent Davis, who measures in at 5'5". While Garcia may have the physical edge, Davis is the more skilled boxer of the two. It's clear that the matchup between these two talented fighters will be one for the books. A significant factor to watch out for will be Davis's use of his southpaw jab against Garcia's signature left hook. Only time will tell which fighter will come out on top in this epic battle. While the Davis-Garcia bout is undoubtedly a championship caliber fight, it's clear that this event is about more than just belts. The victor of this matchup will witness a significant surge in their star power, providing them with more opportunities to chart their course in the boxing world. Although, not just the winner will benefit from this massive event. Even if neither boxer secures a brutal knockout, both fighters will undoubtedly see a boost in their reputations by merely participating in such a high-profile matchup. Simply put, making a fight this big is a win in and of itself, and both Davis and Garcia have already made history by stepping into the ring together. That's it from me on the one glaring weakness that could cost Gervonta Davis everything.